Hey guys. Is it delayed? That is really delayed. If you guys can let me know in the chat if you can... Whoa. If you can actually hear me and see me. Because I'm trying something different and I don't know if this is going to work. I'm live, so you know. Okay, Terry, you can hear me. You can hear me and see me? Okay. I'm trying something different, and I don't know if this is going to work, and it's going to be a work in progress. Yeah. Okay, cool. I've been trying for the last couple hours to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out a way to where I can stream live, but also share part of the screen so I can show some stuff when I want to do that. Yeah, so this has got me all turned around. And I wanted to talk about was FBA. So hold on. Honey, can you just do that later? Thank you. Let's see. So I don't know how many people are actually watching. Sorry guys. Oh, concurrent viewers. I guess that's 4 of you watching. So sorry guys, this is all a new setup for me right now, and I'm looking at a different screen, and so it's gonna take a second. Basically, and this is much later than I usually stream. So this is I wanted to make a video about FBA, basically pricing, because I was just going over some pricing, or I was repricing some stuff in Amazon here. Let me see if I can bring it up. What I was gonna do is this. Hold on a second. Well, before I even do that, so basically what I wanted to do was just talk about FBA pricing for newbies. And I mean, some of you guys like Terry and some of you guys have been around a long time doing this. This is not going to be anything new. So, but definitely can chime in. Basically just, I have some stuff that hit the warehouse, some books and some CDs. And as I was going through it, just looking at some of the stuff, not all of it's live yet, but some of it is. And some of these are supposed to be, you know, faster selling, bit lower profit, but faster selling items. And it just blows my mind how many people, how people price in such strange ways. And I just noticed that so many of the sellers are actually new sellers. So let's see if I can show. Let me see where it is. So here, see if this works. Problem is, this is not showing the whole screen. Okay, so it is showing it. So here's a book. Oh, look, it is showing the whole screen. Oh, now it's not. See, I don't understand why it does that. Super frustrating. Sorry for guys that are going to watch this live, but also in the... See, look, it shows it and then it doesn't. It's so... I don't know. Anyway, so this is a book called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And I have... Where have I priced it? Yeah, I had it priced. So I sent it in and I priced it at $13. And now, as you go through it, let's see if it's showing up here. Okay. I have to go way down to find, I have to go to like the third page to find my, whoa. Sorry guys, to find my listing. Oh geez, it's on the fourth page. That's crazy. There it is, way on the fourth page. So when I sent this in, there were not all of these low offers. This is an item that is ranked currently 3162, and hold on, sorry, there's too many windows. This might not end up working out, but anyway, hopefully this is gonna work. And so it's ranked 3100 for books, which is really really a low rank. So basically it's a book that's selling very often, and when I look at the fees for it, the estimated fees, they're $8.52, and yet you see all, actually you can't see it on the screen, can you? But all these all these sellers here, 942, 943, 998, these are all, it's not sharing the whole screen, but these are all new sellers. Let's see. This one for $10 has 7,400 total ratings. But the rest of them are all under, most of them are under 100. And there's a few that are in between 100 and 200 ratings. And, you know, so these are books. So you're selling it for $9.42, and then the fees are going to be $8.52, the estimated fees. So you're going to make next to nothing. And basically, basically, you know, this is the kind of thing. Let me switch it back. Basically, this is the kind of thing that drives me crazy, and you know, you see unfortunately too much. And I understand that with books that are lower, I mean, books that sell really fast, a lot of times, you know, you send them in and the price tanks, and I get it. So I know that I knew that ahead of time, but you know, these were books that I pulled out. Actually, let me see where I got these books from. Actually, these are books that I got from a thrift store, so I can't really sell it for much less, maybe $1 or so less than where I have it now, which is around $13. Maybe I can drop it 12 bucks. You know, if I want to make next to nothing, I can drop it to 10 something. Robert says 142 payout at 942. Yeah, exactly. So sorry guys, this is not working well here. It's probably pretty annoying for you guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, so that's just one example. I can show a couple others where, yeah, $1.42 payout. So, you know, if you even get the book for free, you still had to pay to ship it into Amazon. And then you're going to make a little over $1. So this is kind of the point, the overall point here is there's no reason for all of those people to go so far down, because when you look at the, you know, we're talking 942, 942. There's all, so there's three bunched here, 942, 942, 943. They all decided to just go way down there. And then there's a bunch here from 998, and it goes all the way to 10 and 1007. And then on the next page, it goes from 1007 to 1099. So there's another jump. You know, if everybody was smart, and there's a person who's brand new at 1220, if everybody was smart, we would probably keep this at least like $12, $13 at a bare minimum, so we can make $3 or so. Excuse me. I mean, I bought this item for, I bought it for 85 cents at a thrift store, and then I had to ship it in, you know, another, I don't know, quarter or whatever. So I'm in about $1 or so. So I'm not going to price it at 10 bucks, you know, I'm going to barely make $1 profit. So, it's one of those things that, you know, and I kind of knew it as I was, you know, when I was sourcing it, that it's potentially could happen. The prices might come back up. We'll see. It's the good thing about it is an item that sells really fast, and worst case scenario, I drop the price a little bit. I just sent it in, so I can wait a little bit if I have to, you know, get a bit of a higher price for it. We'll see. But let's look at another one here. Let's see this one. Okay, so where am I? One second, let me change the screen. So this is this book here, second site. What's Amazon? Amazon is on this at $13.75. The current rank is 118,000. And I have it. Let's see. So so used copies go from 11.49. Then there's a bunch of them: 11.25, 25, 15, 13, 12. I had mine priced at 1082. I can't remember exactly why I had 1082 when I sent it in, but it was probably because I was matching the lowest price, or possibly there was a very good copy. 82 is kind of random, so there was definitely a reason for that. I just don't remember what it was, but so much, you know, time passes in between when I list it and actually ship it in. So, but this one, you know, there's a lot of people bunched up together, and then I mean, I would actually, we'll see. Yeah, and then there's this one person who's got 897 here. And this person only has 39 total ratings. I don't know why you would list it 897. When I look at the fees on this one, it's 670 fees. So the fees aren't as high. The book is not as large. That's why the other book had more of a cost to it, more fees, because it's a bigger, heavier book. And so this one gives a little more profit out, but a couple extra bucks. But still, nonetheless, $8.97. You know, it doesn't make sense unless, even if you're getting it for free, you're basically not really sending a book in. There's no reason to do it. You shouldn't be matching my offer, my price, especially with the same condition. If we want to try to, where am I here? If we're trying to keep like a semblance of order, or not just order, just trying to, you know, make as much money as we can. These are the kind of things that we kind of have to consider. Yeah, Terry said to let it sit. Yeah. So this is, hold on guys, sorry. This is a whole new setup. Getting used to this. Yeah, I would let it sit for sure. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, there's so many people just dropped the price significantly on that first one. And this second one, I'm gonna wait it out a little bit too. That's the thing. You know, these books are not literally today, but just hit the warehouse probably within the last week or so. And well, the first one's actually not live for me. It's live, but it's not yet. It's going to a different warehouse, I believe. So they did just hit, though. They were sent to a nearby warehouse, and they hit, you know, like last week, I guess, is when this week, I guess Monday. But anyway, so very recently. The point is they've only recently got to the warehouse, so one of them's not even live yet. This was like 79 items, bunch of books and some CDs. And so yeah, so for sure I'm gonna sit and wait on some of those when the prices are just too ridiculously low. But it's always just a constant reminder to me how there's always this steady flow or steady grouping of new resellers, new FBA resellers for books in this example, who don't really know how to price. So basically, if you're new and you're watching this video, you know, I highly doubt any of the people that on those listings are watching this video, but if you end up watching it, or if you're new and you're not sure how you should price, it doesn't really make sense to undercut all these other people when you can match their price, and see who gets the sale, so as not to drop that price from, you know, $12 all the way down to $9, when Amazon's price is at 14. And you just need to wait a little bit, and especially if it's a book that's selling pretty often, you don't need to be undercutting people, especially significantly. I can see, I mean, I don't agree with it, but you know, you undercut people by a penny or 20 cents or 50 cents, but by $3 and $4, or, you know, let's say anywhere between like $2 to $4 for no really reason other than just, I guess, hoping to get the quicker sale, the next sale, but making less money. So it doesn't really make sense. I think when I see this happen so often, I just assume that people are new and just don't really know what they're doing. Oh, thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. That's my first super chat. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Terry said, for 4 FBA offers on one of my books, all at $30, and then Jensen comes on at $10.30. Exactly. And Jensen's a whole nother. Yeah, Jensen's a whole nother conversation. They're sort of like the scored. What's the word? I can't remember how to pronounce it, but they are definitely an issue. I think on this example, let me look real quick. Here, we'll go look together. So here's the merchant fulfilled. It's really lagging, or maybe it's not. So the merchant fulfilled are, oh geez, what am I doing? Sorry guys. The lowest merchant fulfilled, which is Goodwill, is 197. So that's just under, what is that? $5.96. You won't see much lower than that for a book. Usually they're $5.99. And there's a bunch of them there. So the person that came in at $8.97 is above even merchant fulfilled. Of course, if they went down to the merchant fulfilled price, they would owe Amazon money. And I understand certain scenarios where people just want to get rid of books if it's been sitting for a while, and that very well could be. But that wasn't the case when I scanned the book and when I listed it. So I don't think that's what was going on with this one. But in general, yeah, sometimes people, if the merchant fulfilled price is a little bit higher, they'll try to match it or barely go over it for FBA, but that kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, if the merchant fulfilled price is pretty high, you might as well just send it in or list it merchant fulfilled, which is sometimes what I do for CDs and books. If the merchant fulfilled price is high enough and I don't want to send it in, then I'll just list it merchant fulfilled and get the sale that way. But it just depends on the scenario. But just as a general, these are just examples of where I see people, FBA sellers, undercutting for what seems to be not much of a reason. Let me see this one. What's this rank? Here's another book where the rank is 40,000. Keys to the Kingdom. And the lowest, actually the lowest merchant fulfilled is a little bit higher. The fees are for FBA are $6.61 cents. And one second. No, not that one. And for Prime, the lowest is 1377. So this is what I mean. So mine is second, 1555. Again, I'm not sure why. I believe that I was matching another good offer, but you know, prices change all the time. I don't know where Amazon is. Let's see. Amazon might be pretty high on this one. I don't think Amazon's on this one. If they're on it, it's a pretty high one. So this is clearly a, yeah. So Amazon's not even on this, but so this person who has 380, actually a decent amount of ratings. I only have 486, and I'm at 1555. I mean, I'd probably rather just match the $16. And this person though, who's at 1377, has a very good copy. So they even have a nicer copy than all of us good people here, and yet they undercut everybody by almost $2. My price almost $2. I think what I'm going to do right now, well, I'm not logged in, but let me switch back. So they undercut my price by almost $2. I think what I'll do is just jump back up to the match the $16 one, because it's a book that's ranked 40,000. There's a lot of copies on there that are going for much more money. I think it's a school related book. I have to look again. I don't remember right now, but yeah, they got to be the next sale addiction. Jensen has that MF Prime, and I hate them. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Brian says, will you do a video on audio cassettes and VHS tapes? Sometimes not as many people cover those. I'm curious about good ranks on those. I have some experience with VHS tapes, not very much with audio cassette tapes, but yeah, I could talk about VHS tapes. I found some that I'm gonna list on eBay, see what happens with those, but I don't send nearly as many as I used to. But yeah, for sure. So yeah, when it comes to this kind of, looking at it again, when it comes to this kind of pricing, I mean, you know, there's no rules, right? There's no, you can price however you want, but I get, my overall point is, if you're a new seller, you know, Jensen, they have their own way of doing things, which is basically undercutting everybody and just doing massive volume. I don't know how many rankings they have. I think they have hundreds of thousands. I can't remember exactly, but they're definitely one of the larger sellers, or maybe they have tens of thousands. I can't remember, but they have a lot, and that's their business, and that's fine. That's what they do. But I mean, it's not fine, but that's what they do. But the newer sellers, you know, when you're just doing it by yourself or with your, you know, with somebody else or whatever, it seems to make, it doesn't make as much sense, you know, to me, because you're not really in the volume business. At least I don't think you are, considering, you know, like people having only a few total ratings, so they haven't sold very many items. It doesn't make sense to me, even if you got the book for free, to be undercutting the other FBA offers by so much. In generally speaking, aside from just trying to get rid of an item that you've had sitting there for a while. But these are examples that are not really, they don't really fit that type of example. Let's see if I can find another one. That's 126. Here's another one. Well, how much? So here's a book that's $6.64 fees. I have mine at let's see, $10.99. And $5.81 is the free shipping, the merchant fulfilled, from a seller with 120,000 ratings. And then we click on Prime. So my my offer is at $10.99. Is this one live for me? Yeah, it is. So I'm on the second, what is it, second page. Let me see if Amazon's even on here. Are they? I'm going about this the slow way. There they are. There. So Amazon's on this at $14.32. And then it goes down from there. Well, hold on, I'll go back. $13.98, a bunch of 13, and then it drops down $12.99. And then we're heading down into the 12s. Where am I? Oh, I was at $10.99. I don't. So when I put $10.99, I'm pretty sure that there's all these other offers were not underneath me, like $10.50, $9.99, and now it goes from $9.94 all the way down to $8.99. And the two $8.99 offers are, one person has 6 ratings, one person has 1 rating. And the $9 offer, this person has 2 ratings. The $9.30 offer, they have not sold any, or I'm sorry, they don't have any ratings yet. And then there's a guy with 100, or person with 100, and the person with 3 ratings, person with 1 rating, 10, 12. You get my point. Let me switch back. So repricers. Yeah, I don't know if these are repricers or not. Hold on, let me move this a little bit. Okay. I mean, considering that these, just that example right there, most of the people had less than like 15 ratings, so they probably only sold, I mean, I don't know, depends, right? They might have sold 50, 100, 200 items, whatever. Not very many. I mean, there's a person there with 1 rating, 2 ratings, a person that doesn't have any ratings, so chances are they've only sold a handful of items. And I think it's probably natural. I'm not just, to make it clear, I'm not just saying, you should know everything when you start this business, because you don't, and I didn't when I started. I'm just trying to offer advice, not just complain about them, but to say, if you are new, to try to learn how to price. And unfortunately, we can't reach everybody who's a new seller, and all the new booksellers that come on, that are there now, or the new ones that are going to come on tomorrow, whatever it may be. There's just no way to reach all of them, but it's, that's why I like to put this information out there, to hopefully a few people will learn that there's really no reason to, undercut people by $1, $2, $3. FBA sellers, for especially a book that's selling pretty often, you might as well just keep together with the pricing. And this is barring, very good versus good, which what I always learned is, the very good price, you can price a little higher, and the good price, you can price a little lower. Depends on how much lower you want to price it. I've heard anywhere from $1, 50 cents, whatever. Depends on the book, depends on the situation. There's a lot of variables, but generally speaking, that's kind of a good way to go about it, because the nicer copy, makes sense, would be a little bit more than if there's a new copy. And then of course a new copy, then you charge more, right? People, I think in general, would expect to pay more for a nicer conditioned book, or whatever the item is. So that makes sense. But when you have the same condition, or when you have the good condition at $10.99, and then someone comes under you at $8.99 with very good condition book, it always blows my mind. It just seems to me they're chasing the sale, or maybe they don't understand how much the fees are going to be. They haven't got paid very much. That's also a problem. They learn, oh, I can resell books, make a little money, and then once they start selling these books at low prices, they see that they're not really going to be making that much money anyway. Repricers are a big deal, when it comes to repricers are a big deal when it comes to bigger sellers that have larger inventory. And I don't use a repricer, but I do know. Yeah, probably. Robert says, I see a lot of new sellers using the Amazon repricer. I'm sure they do, because it's free, right? and it's in the Amazon Seller Central, so you can, or it's easy to access, easy to use, and probably part of the problem is not just inexperience, but using something like that and not knowing how to use it, or having it work improperly for you, whatever it may be. That's definitely something that can be happening for sure. I don't know what Amazon can do about it, other than say, hey, you new sellers, read our, because Amazon doesn't, Amazon, they're going to make their money whether you price higher or lower or match or don't match. So they don't really care so much. If you're going to price it super low, then the customer is going to like the super low price and paying less for it and getting Prime, and then Amazon's still going to get paid their money. So yeah, but as far as for sellers, it makes more sense that we want to try to keep the prices at a reasonable level, because then when one person goes down, others chase them down, whether it's a repricer chasing them or other new sellers chasing them or trying to beat them, undercut that price. It happens. Oh, Amazon repricer is hyper aggressive. I think it's intentional. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Amazon would prefer all FBA sellers match the merchant fulfilled. Man, can you imagine $5.99 merchant fulfilled, and you're selling yours for $5.99, and you're owing Amazon money? Yeah, that would be fun for Amazon, I guess, but not for sellers, third-party sellers. And this is important for small sellers, solo sellers, solopreneurs, whatever you want to call yourself. If it's just you sending in books, and you don't have, forget about a warehouse, you don't even have a storage unit, or you're not doing bulk or whatever, you're just going out to thrift stores like I was in the beginning. You're just going to garage sales, wherever you find your books, book sales, that kind of thing, estate sales, maybe some auctions here and there. It's more important, or it's more important for us, to smaller sellers, that we we're not doing volume for the most part, like huge volume, not thousands of items a month, not 10,000 size inventories, so that we need to make sure that we're making enough money per item, so that it makes sense to continue to do the business. If you're only making $1 or $2 on each item, it's profit, I'm saying, after all the fees, because you're pricing too low. That really is defeating the purpose in general. Terry says, I sold a book the other day that was halfway down the second page. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm glad you sold it, but I'm not sure why it was sold. I know when I used to buy, I don't anymore, but when I used to buy books on Amazon, I was the person that I wouldn't buy from the buy box. I would click through and look at all the offers. This is, of course, when I was buying merchant fulfilled. So I'd want the lowest offer, but I'd also want a good enough condition. I'd also look to see where, because it would show what state they were in. So I would always try to get one that was closer to me, so I could get the book faster. I would look at the feedback ratings. I didn't need 100%, but I also didn't feel comfortable with someone having like 85% or 80% or 70% versus most people in the 90s, kind of a deal. So I would, maybe the person that bought it from you, Terry, was that kind of person. I don't know, but yeah, it happens. And also, I would read condition notes, but I guess I'm a minority of, or was a minority of buyers, because I guess most people buy from the buy box. And those that click through, I don't know, those that actually click through to look at all the offers, I don't know if, since they're clicking through, if they're actually looking at the condition notes, at the ratings, that type of thing, to decide who to buy from. I'm not sure, but that's why it doesn't hurt to have a decent, if you're listing a lot of items, you shouldn't be going so slow, but you have a template, and the template should at least be pretty thorough, and accurate. So let's see if I can find any others. Here's one that's ranked 33,000. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, where am I? Okay, let me share this. So this one, it's this book, Age of Miracles. This one is actually ranked 33,000. It might be a little, well, here, let's take a look. 27,000, so it's sold a copy. And so 27,000 ranked book, which is really low. It's selling pretty often. And like daily, probably multiple copies a day. $5.18 from Owl's Books with 627,000 total ratings. That's the cheapest copy you can get, merchant fulfilled, or any copy on Amazon. And then Prime. So $6.99 is the lowest, and then Amazon. Is Amazon even on here? I guess I should have looked on the other page. Amazon is at $12.99, and you got a guy right here at $12.98. I mean, good for them. And then after that, it drops down. Most people go below 12, and then it just keeps going down. So I'm at $9.99, and when I listed at $9.99, all of these other offers here underneath it. So the $9.98, $9.97, $9.95, $9.90. Those were not there. Those were not there. And then there's somebody here with actually has a lot of ratings, 327. I mean, a good amount. They've sold thousands of items. At $6.99, and this is a book that is has fees of $5.78. So they're making what, barely over $1. I don't have it up, but we could see, you know. Yeah. So. So yeah, I mean that's an example of someone who. Well, I don't know exactly what it's an example of, but it is just on face value. It's, you know, somebody who's undercutting everybody else is grouped around $9.90, close to $10, including myself. And then a couple people want to, you know, undercut by a couple pennies. And then this guy or gal, this person drops $3 down. I don't know. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they had the book on there for a while and they just want to get rid of it, sell it out. Maybe they're quitting the business. I don't know. Is all possibilities, but you know, I don't know. So that kind of stuff happens. I mean, I guess I'm not that surprised, even though the person is not brand new. They decided to price it at $6.99, but these are just, you know, these are just books that I recently sent in, and it happens. I'm willing to wait, you know, to make the money I need to. This was a book that I think it was another thrift store book. This was only 35 cents. So I'm willing to wait, you know, even if it took me a month or so to sell it, it's still, I'll still make my money, my profit, you know. I mean, again, these are faster selling. When you get people to undercut that much, of course, you don't sell it as fast, but yeah, you know, faster selling books that, I mean, they're not long tails, and it shouldn't take, you know, 6 months to sell this book. Hopefully in the next couple of months at the most, and even that is fine. I spent 35 cents on it, sent it in, mailed it in, so the cost of sending it in, and then the storage fees, which aren't that monthly storage fees, which aren't that much. So I should still make, you know, a nice amount of profit off of 35 cents plus inbound shipping. So maybe like, I don't know, 50 cents or so, you know, all in, or roughly. And let's see. I guess I'll just keep looking at some other examples. Let's see what we got here. See if there's anything that's kind of interesting. It's always funny to me. I repriced and then people undercut me by a penny. Oh, here's one that's interesting. This might be Amazon though. Oh no, it's not. So, oh geez. Here we go. Okay. Oh, see? Is this... So this book... Okay, this is going for $10.53. Yeah, all of the... Hold on. I'm going to switch... I'm going to show you the screen. This is... Yeah, all of these... It was not priced this low when I sent it in. So this is Grendel. Oh, right. I had it priced... This is a book I only spent 35 cents on. And the fees are... So this is one that I was going to barely make a couple bucks off of. But the idea was to sell it pretty fast. It's a 10,000 ranked book. Currently. I'm not sure where it is exactly. And so when you look at it here, $4.96, Hawthorne. So this is 150,000 ratings. And then there's the next one at $4.97. Let's see if you guys are seeing that. And that is, sorry. Oh, whoops. I have it selected. Let me select Prime. So $4.96, Hawthorne, a big seller. And then $4.97 is a brand new seller. They don't even have a seller rating yet, a feedback rating yet. And then there's a big seller at $39,000 that's selling it for $507. Jensen at $507. This is our book ranked 10,000, and all of these offers were not there when I sent it in. So clearly something happened and it's collapsed since then. These are examples, you know, of books that I don't really send in very often, but you know, I do from time to time when I get it cheap or whatever. It looks like it's going to sell fast, but again, you know, I can wait a little bit, and it's a book that I only make a couple bucks off of, so I don't mind waiting. But anyway, I don't know what's happening there with the $4 and what was it? $4.97, 96 cents, and the book's fees are $5.32. So unless they have some deal with Amazon, they're going to lose money. So they might just want to, they're probably just wanting to get rid of the book. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me look at this one. So here's another one. Amazon's not on this one. There are new prices for $59. Here, I'll share the screen. So it's this one, Making Sense of Men. I had it listed for $16.91. Oh, and the ranking is 95,000. Let's see where the ranking is right now. 108,000. And the lowest is 596, Merchant Fulfilled, Goodwill. And then Amazon, oh no, Amazon's not on it. So I listed mine at $16.91, and it's a total random number, so I must have been matching somebody. And then since I sent it in, since I listed it and shipped it in, and it was checked in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people have undercut me. And this is a book that's, you know, has a lot of people clustering at higher prices. Again, guys, I don't remember these books specifically. all the data, but this was when I sent it in, a higher price book, and then all of these people, let's see, everybody undercutting me. Let's see, one ranking 3,400, 615, 99, 33, 265, 50, and then just launched. So the person that just launched at 1050 at acceptable, and I get it, acceptable is you know, a lower condition book. It could be in really bad shape, but $10.50 is pretty low. And let's see, the fees are $6.75. So that's just another example of a better book in terms of there being more money in it, but that, you know, there's a lot more. It's about 100,000 rank book. I don't know what the average rank is. I haven't looked. I didn't look it up right now, but that's a better book in terms of there being some more profit in it, which is why I got it. What's a good number of listings to make you back away from the book? I've been staying away from around 70 plus listings. So to me, I always balance it between where the rank is, the sales rank, you know, the average sales rank, the number of sales it's getting in the last 6 months, or number of days with sales it's gotten in the last 6 months, and where the prices are. Also, you know, if I'm getting out of a Gaylord, it's really it's less expensive for me, but what do you call it? You know, if I'm paying $1, $1.50, or $2, then I'm going to want to have less competition, or you know, and or I mean, in addition to have less offers. So when you say 70 plus, average rank is 219. Okay, which is a good rank, but all those people undercut me since I sent it in. But again, I just sent it in, so I'm willing to wait a little bit, see what happens. Yeah, 70 plus listings in total, you mean? Merchant fulfilled and FBA? For FBA, I mean, depends again on the rank, how fast it's selling, and what the lower prices are. But I mean, if there's 70 merchant fulfilled, 70 FBA offers, then no way. I mean, unless it's like a really high, you know, a high price book, but or like a textbook or something like that. But overall, 70 offers between, you know, FBA, merchant fulfilled, you know, used and new, then I can't say just with that number, but probably would send it in, assuming that the rank was good enough and I felt that I could sell it. That's the thing, like, I don't mind now with the fee changes with, you know, long-term storage fees changing a lot, and excuse me, we don't have to worry as much about selling stuff. I mean, trust me, I want to sell stuff fast. I want to sell it the minute it gets there, but that just is not reality. So even with aggressive repricing, it's just, some things are going to take longer. Some people are going to undercut you. There's just all kinds of factors. But even if you have, you know, the most aggressive repricer, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Okay, almost. So yeah, guys, I think I meant to cut the video here. I really appreciate everybody watching. I have to go have dinner. Sorry for all the weird, you know, back and forth with the new software. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this more professionally, or just at least like have more features to it. But again, guys, if you like the video, even though it was a little bit jumbled, I'm still figuring out how to use the software. Please give it a thumbs up, like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'll probably make another video tomorrow. And if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them below. And I appreciate from, who was it? Brian gave me the $1.99 super chat, which is a cool, awesome thing. I really appreciate that. And yeah, guys, keep booking. And I got to figure out, end stream. There it is. Keep booking, and I'll make another video tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a good night.